Hey guys, Jim here from Savage Shooters, coming at you today with the new Savage Model 110 Tactical. This model here just happens to be the left-hand model in 308 Winchester because 308 Winchester is the only option they offer us lefties. But for you right-handed shooters, it is also offered in 6.5 Creedmoor, and you can get your choice of the black stock or a flat dark earth stock in the Desert Tactical model. For you right-hand guys, I believe one of those comes with a 20-inch barrel on the 308 rather than the 24-inch. But I believe the 6.5 Creedmoor and the 308 on the other one are both 24-inch barrels. Don't hold me to that. Check the specs on Savage's website to make sure before you order. Very nice gun out of the box. I've been very happy with it so far. Some of the features on this is a new model for 2018. New AccuFit stock system. We kind of went over this with the 110 Storm we reviewed back in January. But you have your interchangeable comb pieces for your different comb heights to get your eye in line with the scope. Great. You have the interchangeable spacers for your length of pull so you can get the right length of pull for your body type. Great. Comes with extra screws for the different spacers, so if you're only using the short spacer, you got short screws. If you're using a long spacer, you got longer screws. If you need to stack, the two big spacers or even more, you're going to have to find longer screws. The longest screws in this kit are basically good for the longest spacer and the half-inch spacer. Once you get over that, they really don't have enough threads engaging into the stock to where I would trust it. What else? Has the extended big knob tactical bolt handle on it, which offers increased leverage, making recocking the rifle a little easier and extracting spent cases. Comes with a 20 minute of angle tapered rail on it. Believe it is a Weaver rail. I know for a fact it's not an EGW or a TPS rail because I own those and this doesn't look like it. The rail does extend out over the recoil lug and the barrel nut, which I do not like. Please stop doing that, rail manufacturers. There's no point in it. Just as you can see here, I'm basically the objective bell of my scope is almost touching here to get the eye relief correct. If I needed to bring the scope back any more to get proper eye relief at maximum magnification, I would not be able to do so. That's what the problem is with this extension. I've run into it numerous times, and typically when I get a rail and it extends out over it like that, the first thing I do is I put it in my vise and cut it off with a hacksaw. It's pointless. Stop doing it. It's a waste of material. Okay, ran over. Moving on. Back into the AccuStock, it does have the integrated aluminum chassis running the length of the stock. Like all the other AccuStocks, it has the adjustability of the AccuFit system. Has a beaver tail style forend on it that is a little bit wider than what was on the 110 Storm, the Sporter stocks. This is probably about 2¼ inches wide max, where with the Sporter stock you're probably looking at about 1 3/4 or so width underneath the forend. No rubber overmold texture panels on this like you found on the Sporter models. These just have a molded in kind of diamond or trapezoidal shaped texture pattern to them. Offers enough traction. It's not really sharp or bitey or anything. It's not coarse or scratching into my hand. But it's enough if you're wearing some tactical gloves or whatever. It's going to offer you plenty of purchase so that you're not going to be sliding around on the gun under recoil. What else? Comes with dual sling swivel studs up front. I have a Harris 6-9 swivel bipod on here right now. This model does now use the AICS style magazine and comes with one Magpul 10-round mag. That's one of the big pluses of this new model compared to the old tactical models. The old ones use Savage's 10-round, supposedly proprietary magazine, whereas now they've gone to the AICS system. It just makes sense. It's a better magazine. It's a more reliable magazine. It's a much, much cheaper magazine. You can buy 2 or 3 of these for what Savage wants for one of theirs. And this one actually holds 10 rounds. So big plus there in that department. It is a top bolt release action because you have the mag release down here in front. Has the newer, more squared style trigger guard on it. 1.5 pound Accu trigger. Standard 3-position safety. Pretty much, typical standard Savage action. So far through the review, I've got about 250 rounds through the rifle. No problems with feeding, no problems with extraction, no problems with ejection. The gun just functions and runs good. And it's shooting very good. With so far I've shot 6 different types of ammo through it, and I've only had one that would not shoot sub-MOA at 200 yards. And surprisingly, I've had 2 that'll shoot half minute of angle. That's factory loaded ammunition, folks. Not hand loads, not custom loads from a boutique ammo manufacturer. These are factory Hornady Federal Nosler ammunition, just right off the shelf. So very, very good in that regard. Testing is still ongoing, but I just wanted to put this together, kind of give an intro, run over all the details and the specs and everything real quick for you guys. Somebody's going to ask in the comments. No, I do not know the weight off the top of my head. If you need to know the weight, just go look at Savage's website. It's listed there. I'm thinking it's like 8.5 pounds or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's been a little while since I looked. But that information will all be in the written article or the final conclusive review, video review that I'm going to do here in another couple weeks. But this just gets you in the door, shows you what we're doing here, what we've got going on. If you like this rifle, if you're looking at this rifle, so from what I've seen so far, I would say without question, go out and buy one. They shoot. So beyond that, check back in another week or two. I should have the final conclusive video where I will have targets to show you and all that, and let you know what my final thoughts are. So until then, have a good one.